Hello and welcome back to my little corner of the internet. If you're new here, this is where I document my journey towards becoming a healthier version of myself. I share my highs, my lows, the real life moments, all while navigating fitness, food, and weight loss as a 40-something-year-old mother just trying to do better each day. And this week, it was a little all over the place. Let's start with the wins. I went to the gym every single day this past week, including on Sunday, which I don't usually do. And for only the second time ever, I managed to convince my husband to come with me. Now, the first time he came with me, he tried to match me on my leg day, despite my warnings that he would be paying for it. He used the same weights and did the same number of sets. And, well, he hadn't been exercising for well over a decade, let alone doing any strength training. So his legs were sore for a good 4 days because he refused to use lighter weights than me. He learned his lesson and went a little easier this past week. If you are new and you are going to start any sort of exercise, don't be like my husband. Please start slow and with lighter weights. You don't want to be hurting for 4 days. On top of that, I also did my afternoon home workouts 5 days in a row. And I have something new to show to you. My 25-pound kettlebell came in and my pair of 14-pound dumbbells. Well, I had originally ordered 2 kettlebells, but somehow one of them traveled from Toronto to Calgary and got stuck there thanks to winter weather. I ended up canceling the second order because it would have been nice to have 2 for things like farmer's carries or workouts with my husband at home. But honestly, one is really enough for now, and we can order a second one if we want later. And I'm really excited about this because this means I can really start leveling up my strength training at home. I'll be using my 5-pound weight for lateral raises still. That part of my strength is still not quite there yet, but the 14 pounds are perfect for bicep curls and hammer curls. And I have to say, look at this. They totally dwarf my 5-pounders. It's kind of hilarious. My old 12-pound kettlebell that I talked about has officially been retired, and I wound up with this basic black 25-pound kettlebell because it was less expensive than the pretty color-coded ones. I guess while I would like to, not everything has to be pretty. Sometimes practicality wins, and in case you are wondering, yes, I have started using all of them at home. If you want to follow along with my workouts, I have a link in this video description. So now let's talk about the not so perfect moments this past week. I had a few days where my eating was, shall I say, a little bit off. On Saturday, I accidentally went 173 calories over my planned eating allowance because I had miscalculated a couple of things I had eaten. Then on Sunday, I accidentally did the opposite and underate by 458 calories. There was also another day where I consumed way too many sugary things, although I had stayed within my calorie target. Let me tell you, when the day that I went under on my calories, I really paid for it the next day. My energy was super low and my workout suffered immensely. I'm realizing that when I stray too far from my normal routine, I get into trouble. I can't just wing it. Structure works for me. Flying by the seat of my pants, not so much. Now onto something a little bit different. So last week I told you that weighing myself every single day was really affecting my mental health. especially when the fluctuations went up. So I made the decision to weigh in just once per week. The first few days were pretty hard. I had been stepping on that scale daily for months now. But I put the scale in our closet, which meant that it was out of sight, out of mind. And after a few days, it got easier. So how did this week go? Well, let's recap. So back in August, I started at 222 pounds. Last Friday, I weighed in at 177 pounds. And then this morning, I weighed in at 174.4 pounds. So this week, I lost 2.6 pounds. And overall, I've lost a total of 47.6 pounds. And well, I'm so close to that 50-pound milestone. I would love to hit it in the next couple of weeks, but I do have a couple of events coming up that I need to navigate carefully in the upcoming week. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day, and my husband and I are going to go out for dinner, which means I'm going to have to attempt to save most of my calories for the evening. Then Monday is family day, and I'm going to my niece's birthday party. If I want cake, I need to plan for it instead of pretending it won't happen. I've really noticed that my food noise tends to hit earlier in the day, especially in the morning, not so much at night. I actually go to bed around 8 p.m., which helps a lot. And if I do get cravings around 7:30, honestly, sometimes the best solution is just to go to bed a little bit earlier. Anyways, thank you so much for watching and supporting me on this journey. If you want to follow along, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. I post a new update every single week. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.